There's nothing quite like a first playthrough in a game you enjoy. Time feels like it doesn't exist, and nothing else matters but the memories we make along the way. So why do we want to forget them so badly? It sounds absurd at first, but wanting to erase memory of a game and replay it is one of the most common wishes you will find on the internet. And it makes sense. There are so many different things coming together to make a first playthrough special that you just won't be able to match anywhere else. And there are not a lot of games that did it as well as Elden Ring did. I'm warning you, it's gonna get nostalgic in here.
It was just like old times.
Elden Ring has been out for almost 10 months now. Most people have beaten the game at least once, and an overwhelming majority of those people would call the first playthrough special. There are thousands of reasons in these comments as to why this game was so unforgettable, yet all of them boil down to 3 major reasons. But what even is the point of trying to find out all of this? Well, for one, it might help some people relive that experience, but mainly, I want to figure out why this game left such a lasting impression on me and clearly a lot of other people as well. Do you remember these things? Or maybe these? Chances are that after the first time, you've never touched them again, but in that first playthrough, they were exciting to find. I bring these up because Elden Ring has a thing for guiding the player. Be it the light from graces or little details like these, in such a vast and empty world, it's a pleasant surprise from time to time to have some form of force wanting to guide you on your adventure. Similarly, walking into Caelid for the first time just for a truck-sized dog to turn into a treat is a clear sign that you're supposed to go somewhere else. All of this results in an unexplained yet guided adventure. You see those dogs and you want to get revenge, so it will be on your mind until you get strong enough to return. And this feeling of not knowing what else that area has to offer, or when you will be going back there, leaves a lot of room for imagination. I still vividly remember being memed on by the chest in Limgrave and ending up in Caelid's Crystal Cave just to see the empty, rotten red swamp and these disgusting looking things all over the place. Walking through Caelid, I thought I had stumbled across some sort of alternate version of the Lands Between, similar to a Links to the Past's Dark World. It felt mysterious and terrifying. But even without these magical moments of confusion, I would have loved every second of the game because of how well the game handles quality and quantity. There's always something to do, and it is always satisfying because the core gameplay is just so fleshed out by now. Stopping yourself from playing was genuinely the hardest challenge. All of this created a sort of childlike feeling. As a kid, I had no idea about software or hardware limitations. I did not understand that NPCs have pre-written dialogue or that worlds have borders. It was such a special thing, but sadly as I grew up, that passion for games made me learn so much more about them that that feeling mostly faded. Elden Ring made me feel that way again. I wanted to stay awake all night, play it first thing in the morning, skip work for it. I can only imagine how much stronger that feeling would have been had it been my first Souls game. Not knowing what weapons or items are good and what mechanics to use made every item pickup special, and finding out how good, for example, jumping can be to dodge attacks was mind-blowing to me. Looking back at what weapons I used, none of these are really considered meta nowadays, but to this day, using them will always remind me of my struggles against Malekith. When I finally got myself to take a break and opened YouTube, I saw hundreds of new discoveries and secrets I had no idea about. How can it be so huge and filled with secrets?
That's what she said!
That even after hundreds of hours, I see and learn new things. And lastly, an immersive and long game like this is a perfect way to escape. Many people had it rough, and Elden Ring was their way of forgetting. And no matter which one of the other points applied, nothing is as valuable as something to look forward to. The reason we crave to forget and relive this magical feeling is different for everyone, but I think most of us can agree that we hope the DLC will make us feel that way again.